everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is your instructor Joy. Thank you all of you for your continued support. Thank you very much for your nice comments, questions, sending me donations, booking lessons with me. I truly appreciate. So this will be an answer to a subscriber. Somebody asked my opinion about Suzuki beginner's violin bow hold. For those who are not familiar with those, Suzuki beginner classes or some other instructors suggest a simplified bow holding version. So as you know, the proper bow hold, we put thumb on the stick and then middle finger there, and then rub in the index finger and pinky like that. So this is how one should hold the bow properly, keeping the thumb curved, and all fingers should be curved so that we can use all of them, including the thumb, as we need, because the proper bow hold with a relaxed finger joint plays an important role when it comes to producing a beautiful tone. So however, because it can be difficult to keep all fingers and holding on the small stick, some instructors, and often Suzuki beginner class instructors, suggest that you put thumb under the frog where the pearl is, and then put the rest of the finger like that. Some instructors emphasize, despite of different the thumb position, you're supposed to keep the thumb curved on like that. So somebody was wondering what I think about this Suzuki's beginner violin bow hold. I don't necessarily like that bow hold for a simple reason. The nature of the bow hold like that, it forces to keep your finger joint and then wrist straight, and then move only the arm to use the bow. Even though I do, even though I do understand why instructors suggest that way, to make it a bit simpler for a beginner violinist to be a little motivated to start. I understand that. But as hard as it is to have a proper bow hold, I find it crucially important to, even when it's difficult, to learn the importance of having all parts of your bow hand, including the finger joint and wrist, flexible, even if the beginner violinist can't use them all at once. Another danger that I find of having such bow hold is by when a violinist are used to it, holding like this long time, when the moment comes for the violinist to go to actually hold the bow properly and learn to use a finger joint and wrist, which is very, very important for a beautiful tone, the violinists feel like handicapped all of a sudden, because the way it was first introduced to the beginner violinist was kind of blocked hand, and all of a sudden these parts are all moving by holding the bow properly, and then it feels like the violin students are all of a sudden losing the control. However, I did see also a positive side when it comes to a very young student, like 3-4 years old young student. Because they're so little, their hands are so little, it can be their just muscles are very weak. So sometimes holding like that gives a little more grip, so they can hold the stick sometimes. Because for those little violinists, 3-4 years old, just holding a stick itself is a lot of work. So in that sense, I find it's a kind of exception. You can do that. Another thing that the reason why you can do that with a young student is because young students, I'm meaning age below 8-9 years old young students, they are somewhat easy to adapt and change. So even when you change from the simplified bow hold to the proper bow hold, when the student is young enough, and they're gonna be able to adapt quicker and then also change it right away. However, if the beginner students are older than 10-11 years old, and especially with adults, I find it's very, very important to start the bow hold properly from day one onwards, even when it feels a little like hard, for the same reason. Because you want to introduce the importance of flexibility even when it's difficult. And also remember, whatever we do with our muscle, whether we like it or not, your muscle will remember. So you want to collect the good memories as much as you can without avoiding not so good memories of muscle. Yeah, I hope this video gave you some answers. And if you're an instructor yourself, let me know what your experiences are, or if you tried that way, let me know how your experiences were, so that we can all learn from your experience and we can all improve together. Yeah, thank you for watching and hope to see you again. Bye bye.